Shall we begin?
Thanos is gonna need a new right-hand man, alright? I loved it how Ronan the Accuser unleashed that sonic wave onto the Chitauri's leader face that turned his head around. Literally. Like, that dude is dead. It was awesome. I wasn't expecting Thanos to turn around or even speak. I was just expecting his presence. We saw his whole body with his cool golden armor with his badass voice, and I'm at the edge of my seat like this. Like, this is freaking awesome. Thanos' scene is worth watching over and over again. His presence is so powerful and attractive. You just had to listen to every word he said. I was just like, when he finished talking, I'm like, I had to applaud that because that is Thanos, people. You noticeably see Josh Brolin's face in there with Thanos, just like you can see Mark Ruffalo's face inside of Hulk. And I really love the way they're building up Thanos. Korath called him the most powerful being in the universe. Ronan the Accuser declared that Thanos was next after he crushes Xander. I mean, who the hell does Thanos think he is, calling Ronan the Accuser boy? That was awesome though. Thanos, that dude is scared of no one. He's just sitting on his hovering chair. He could give a crap about who dies, who lives. All he cares about is death. Gamora and even Nebula hates Thanos' guts. And he's next on Drax to destroy list. They had that show called Everybody Hates Chris. Well, guess what? Everybody hates Thanos. And with all these people going after Thanos, that's how you know that Thanos is the ultimate badass in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thanos was also the bridge connecting the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers. Everything that happened in the movie was pretty much irrelevant to everything that happened in the previous movies. When Korath and Star-Lord met again, Korath was like, Star-Lord, and I was like, finally. Star-Lord said the same thing and I'm like, yes. It's great to see the evolution of his name, so to speak. You know, it finally sticking and he doesn't have to call himself that mostly. Star-Lord. All the Guardians of the Galaxy had an unfortunate past which delivered the heart of the movie and led them to connecting with one another. Quill's mother dying of cancer when he was a child. Drax, Ronan killing his entire family courtesy of Thanos. Groot being the last of his species. Rocket, I believe he said he was ripped apart and put back together. And Gamora, who saw her entire family killed in front of her eyes by Thanos. I really wanted to get behind Drax in the film, but it is pretty hard to get behind a guy who is all muscles and pretty much no brains at all. There were some points early on in the film where his speech was a bit hard to understand, but you know, it got better throughout the film. Also, I wish Drax wasn't so comedic. There were some moments where the comedy just seemed forced with this character. I would have much preferred the badass Drax that doesn't give a crap about nobody but himself and killing the people responsible for killing his family, which is Thanos and Ronan the Accuser. That Drax, not the Drax that is like,
yes! That Drax. No, get the hell out of here.
Dave Bautista brought energy and life to the character, and when he actually learns how to fight, maybe then I can call him the Destroyer because he was just plain Drax. Someone with the codename the Destroyer shouldn't be getting their ass kicked like he got his ass kicked by Ronan the Accuser. Yes, Drax, I accuse you of being soft. Rocket made this movie. I still can't believe he was joking about the prosthetic leg. Oh no, I didn't really need it. Just imagine the guy hopping around on one leg. Just thought it would be funny. Rocket grew more than any other character in the movie, providing in the beginning he could not give a crap about anyone else not named Groot. But at the end, you know, close to the end of the film, he finally became a Guardian of the Galaxy. After Daenerys and Saul formed the awesome Nova Corps shield, and you know, Ronan just blasted them with the power of the space gem. You know, they were getting destroyed. Daenerys called out to Rocket. It was like Rocket, and Rocket couldn't help them. And it was that moment in the movie that really changed Rocket, that actually really made him into a hero. I loved it after that, how he flew the ship right into Ronan's sternum. Too bad he got back up though. We are Groot. I suppose we couldn't have an entire movie with Groot just saying, I am Groot. We had to change the vocabulary up, didn't we? Marvel. That was a really cool moment where he sacrificed his body to save his teammates, and Rocket Man, like, I really felt it for Rocket because that's his longest, closest friend. You know, they're basically just got each other. You know, before Star-Lord, before Drax, before Gamora, it was just the two of them. So I kind of really felt it for Rocket, and just Rocket, man, just awesome. When Quill, followed by Gamora, Rocket, and Drax, and there was no Groot, I officially thought he was gone because that was a huge moment to miss. You know, there are the Guardians of the Galaxy and one of the Guardians is not there. So it was like 100% like in my mind that he died. But, you know, things don't always go like they seem. Next thing you knew, Rocket kept a piece of him and he slowly regenerated dancing at the end. Messing with Drax. Alright, Marvel, you had me there. You had me there. A little tear was coming down. You had me there because I thought he was gone, but messing with our emotions, Marvel. I love it. I like that scene where Groot channeled up, you know, his inner Hulk, when he trapped those Kree soldiers with his, you know, his branches and just like bitch slapping them left, right, like backhand, forward hand, backhand, front hand, backhand, front hand. Then he charged that shit up like backhand, front hand, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. It's like, ah! You know, they got that scene, you know, from, you know, Hulk smashing Loki. I'm sure they got that from Hulk smashing Loki. And it was so epic, man. It was pretty epic, just Groot doing his thing. Like, Groot is such a freaking badass. Ronan the Accuser getting ready to unleash the finishing blow to Xander. Star-Lord then came in and blew him away with his awesome singing and dance moves.
Ooh, child, the things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, the things will get brighter. Ooh, child, the things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, the things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we get it all done. Someday, yeah, when your head is much brighter. Someday, yeah, we walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday, yeah, when your head is much brighter. Someday, yeah, woo! Someday, baby, someday, we put it together and we get it all.
Ronan was amazed, stunned, shocked, puzzled, lost for words, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Marvel just has this thing with their villains. They just give their villains just this one huge comedic moment. It was the same in Thor: The Dark World with Malekith. Now we got Ronan. It's kind of a good and also a negative though. Like, you want your villain to be taken seriously, but when your villain can't do anything against a dancing guy singing, ooh, what the hell is the name of that song? See, I forgot the song already. You know, like, why? Like, you would expect him to do something, but you know, he got fooled by a singing guy. So that was a bit of a good and a bit of a bad. Bad as it made the villain look kind of weak, and good as in the moment was the funniest part of the movie. It was crazy. Maybe it's just me, but throughout the entire film, I was just looking towards some Easter eggs that would lead to Richard Rider. Just something about Richard Rider. Just a name, a mention, something. But I didn't see anything or hear anything like that. Like when the Kree was just attacking Xander, and you know the people were just left, the fence left, you know, before before Rocket came in and everything. I'm just like, come on, Richard Rider. Yeah, no Richard Rider. I really wanted to see more of Ronan because I thought he was a pretty good villain, but I guess it's really hard for them to give us a really good villain while introducing the main heroes at the same time. Thanos is ultimately after the Infinity Gems. The Avengers and Captain America brought us the blue Infinity Gem or the Mind Gem. Thor: The Dark World brought us the Ether or the Red Power Gem. And this Guardians of the Galaxy brought us the Purple Space Gem. So Odin got the Infinity Gauntlet in his vault, the Collector got the Power Gem, the Nova Corps has the Space, and Odin also has the Mind Gem. You know, Thor delivered it to Odin, you know, at the end of the Avengers. 3 down, 3 to go. Thanos is just chilling in his hover chair knowing exactly where these 3 gems are, and only awaiting the discovery of the other 3. Look at all these people going after Thanos. Just imagine the power that he will have if he gets his hand on all 6 Infinity Stones. Like, that is when Thanos will truly become omnipotent and nobody will be able to stop this dude. Like, you're gonna have to go to way into the Marvel vault, so I guess you can say that, to get some people that can stop this dude. Adam Warlock, maybe? Early on in the movie, you saw one of the Dark Elves in the Collector's glass pod. The Collector's assistant, she wanted to be free, you know, she didn't want to be a slave to him, so she grabbed the space gem, which triggered an explosion, you know, of the entire building or collection room, whatever you call that. The explosion broke the glass pods. So in the end credit scene, you see the Collector getting up, then the camera shifted to one of the broken pods, and guess who is inside one of the broken pods? Howard the Duck. That dude is just sitting there. He's just like sitting there. I have no idea I don't even remember if he spoke, to be honest with you, because I was just so freaking shocked that Howard the Duck is officially a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, do you understand what this means? You could possibly see Howard the Duck teaming with Tony Stark, Howard the Duck teaming with Captain America, Howard the Duck being Hulk's assistant or some shit, Howard the Duck carrying Thor's hammer. Yes, he can do that shit. Alright, maybe he can. Point is, you can see Howard the Duck in his own movie getting sequels up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel still has some untitled movies coming out in the next few years. Maybe Howard the Duck is one of them. My god, this news, it is incredible. I mean, do you understand what this means? Howard the Duck was the second character based on the Marvel comics to get his own movie, the first being Captain America. My god, Howard the Duck is officially a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Again, I have no idea what he said. I was just shocked. I don't even remember if he spoke. Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty epic. Share your thoughts on the film below, and if you like what I do here, want to see more, click that subscribe button and join the ascension. Together we rise. Ooh! What are you doing?
Ooh, child, the things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, the things will get brighter. Ooh, child, the things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, the things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we get it all done. Someday, yeah, when your head is much brighter. Someday, yeah, we walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday, yeah, when your head is much brighter.